In this intense new video, Daniel Udofia Animations takes you into the world of a mother-in-law determined to destroy her daughter-in-law by any means, using both physical and spiritual power. But what happens when the daughter-in-law turns to the one force that can change everything? Prayer? Watch as dark schemes, manipulation, and spiritual warfare unfold, only to be shattered by the unshakable strength of faith. As the powers turn against her, the mother-in-law's attempts to control and hurt are met with an unexpected twist. Will prayer be enough to break the chains of evil and restore peace? Tune in to see how faith triumphs over fear and evil in this captivating animation. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful stories of hope.
I don't even know why I bother anymore. It's like the whole world has turned against me.
What do you mean, Hannah?
You know exactly what I mean. People who used to care about me. They avoid me now, like I've done something wrong. Even you, Daniel.
Me? That's not fair, Hannah.
Isn't it? You barely look at me anymore. You don't talk to me like you used to. It's like I'm invisible in my own house.
That's not true, Hannah. You're exaggerating.
Am I? Tell me, Daniel, when was the last time you asked me how I was feeling? When was the last time you even noticed I'm struggling?
I've been busy, Hannah. Work's been stressful, and they didn't realize you were feeling this way.
That's always your excuse, work. Do you think I don't have stresses too? Do you think it's easy for me to feel like nobody wants me around?
Hannah, I'm sorry if I've made you feel that way. But you can't blame me for everything. Maybe we need to figure out why you feel this way.
Oh, so now it's my fault? You think I'm the problem?
I didn't say that. I just think we need to talk, really talk, about what's going on. Maybe we need help, Hannah.
Help? From who? The same people who've turned their backs on me? The same ones who can't stand the sight of me now? I'm telling you, Daniel, I can't keep doing this. Everything is falling apart, and now even you don't seem to care. Oh, for heaven's sake, Hannah. Stop playing the victim all the time. It's exhausting. Excuse me? You heard me. You're always complaining about something. Life isn't perfect, Hannah, but that doesn't mean you get to drag everyone else down with you. That's not fair. You don't know how lonely I've been, how much I've tried to hold things together. Tried? If this is your idea of trying, no wonder everything is falling apart. Maybe if you stopped whining and actually did something, things would get better. Are you just going to let her talk to me like this? Daniel?
Mom's just being honest, Hannah. Sometimes you do focus too much on the negatives.
Again, you're taking her side? That's how it's always been. I am all alone in my husband's house.
I'm not taking sides, but she's not entirely wrong. You've been so wrapped up in your own feelings that you're not seeing how it's affecting everyone else.
So now it's my fault? Everything that's wrong is because of me? If the shoe fits. Maybe you should take a good look at yourself, Hannah, and stop blaming everyone else for your problems. I can't believe this. I thought this was my family. But clearly, I'm just an outsider here.
Hannah, don't say that.
Don't. Just don't. I can't do this anymore. Oh, here we go again. The dramatics. You've done enough, thank you.
Hannah, wait.
I'll wait when someone actually cares to listen. Sorry, dear. You didn't have enough sleep last night.
You are right. Maybe I need some rest now. I am so tired.
Let me get you some drinks.
Yeah, thanks.
Who's that? It's me, Mom. Hannah? What's going on? Why are you here so suddenly? Mama, Papa. I couldn't stay there anymore. I had to leave at least for some times.
Is everything all right? Sit down.
No, Papa. Nothing is all right. My life is falling apart. What do you mean? What happened? Daniel and his mother. They've turned against me. She talks to me like I'm worthless, and Daniel just stood there, agreeing with her. It's like they hate me now.
What exactly did they say?
She called me a complainer, said I'm dragging everyone down. And Daniel, my own husband, didn't defend me. He said I was too focused on myself. Well, are they wrong, Hannah?
You've always been sensitive, Hannah. Maybe they're just trying to tell you the truth, and you don't want to hear it.
Papa, I came here because I thought you'd understand. I thought you'd comfort me. Comfort you? Hannah, you're married now. It's your responsibility to make your homework. Running back to us now that there's a problem isn't the answer. So you're saying this is my fault too?
We're saying you need to grow up, Hannah. Marriage isn't easy, but you can't just run away every time you feel hurt.
I didn't run away. I was being treated unfairly, and no one cared. Not Daniel, not his mother, and now, not even you. Life isn't about people caring for you all the time, Hannah. Sometimes, you need to face the hard truths and fix things yourself. I can't believe this. I came here for support, and all I get is more blame. I thought this was my home. But clearly, I don't belong anywhere. Your home is with your husband, Hannah. Go back and sort things out. I see. Thank you for making it clear where I stand. I told you, Alice, it was only a matter of time before Hannah broke. She walked out of the house just like I predicted. You're a genius, Elizabeth. Watching her crumble has been entertaining. How did she take it? Poor girl was completely blindsided. She has no idea I've been pulling the strings. The moment I started planting seeds in Daniel's mind, he turned against her without even realizing it. And Daniel's such a fool. He'd believe anything you tell him. That poor Hannah thought she'd find a partner in him. Partner? Please. That girl is weak, always complaining, always emotional. She never stood a chance in this family. And now she's run back to her parents? Oh, yes. But I made sure to get to them too. A little nudge here and there, some whispers about how difficult she's been. They'll never truly take her side. Clever. But what about her job? You said you wanted to ruin that too. Patience, Alice. The groundwork is already laid. I've been in touch with a few influential people at her office. Let's just say Hannah will be out of a job very soon. You really don't leave anything to chance, do you? Of course not. Hannah doesn't belong in our family, or anywhere near my son. She needs to learn her place, and by the time I'm done, she'll have nothing left. I also ensured that her parents would not stand by her. She is left alone as you see her. And what will she do then? Crawl back, begging for mercy? If she does, I'll make sure she regrets it. But I doubt she will. She's too proud for that, and pride is her greatest weakness. Here's to Hannah's downfall. To her downfall. Let's see how long it takes before she's completely ruined.
Ah, Janet. Please, have a seat.
Matthew, you sounded urgent when you called. What's going on?
I have a proposal for you. One that could benefit us both, financially and professionally. Just have a sit first.
Go on.
You know Hannah, don't you?
Of course. We've worked together for years. What about her?
She's become problematic. Let's just say certain people, powerful people, would prefer it if she were removed from her position.
Removed? Why?
Her mother-in-law, Elizabeth, believes Hannah doesn't deserve what she has. She thinks Hannah is ungrateful and unworthy, and frankly, I'm inclined to agree.
So, what does that have to do with me?
Elizabeth has been very generous, Janet. She's willing to reward anyone who can expedite Hannah's downfall.
What are you asking me to do, Matthew?
Simple. We need to create a compelling narrative, false allegations that paint Hannah as incompetent, unprofessional, even dishonest.
False allegations? Matthew, that's serious.
Serious? Yes. But effective. All we need is a few convincing stories. You've worked closely with her, you can back them up.
I don't know. This feels wrong.
Listen, Janet. You stand to gain a lot from this. Elizabeth's generosity knows no bounds. Plus, with Hannah out of the way, you'll have a clearer path to promotion.
And if we get caught?
We won't. Elizabeth has influence, and I'll make sure the allegations stick.
What exactly do you want me to say?
Oh, we'll make it simple. Claims about her missing deadlines, mishandling projects, maybe even some talk about her being difficult to work with.
And you're sure Elizabeth will keep her end of the deal?
Trust me, Janet. She's already paid me handsomely just to set this in motion. You'll get your share once the job is done.
Fine. I'll do it. But I want my payment up front.
That's the spirit. I knew I could count on you.
How did it come to this? My own family. The people who are supposed to love me unconditionally. They've turned their backs on me. Mama, Papa. I thought I could count on you. I thought you'd understand, stand by me when the world felt like it was falling apart. But no. Even you think I'm to blame. And Daniel, the man who promised to love and protect me. Instead, he stands with his mother, watching her tear me apart with her words. It's like I don't even exist to him anymore. Everyone's abandoned me. Everyone. I'm all alone now. No one to turn to. No one who cares. No. That's not true. Not everyone has abandoned me. My colleagues, they've always been kind. Supportive, even when I didn't deserve it. They've seen my work, my dedication. They don't judge me the way my family does. Maybe they're the ones I can trust.
Good. Now that we're on the same page, let's get into the details. This has to be executed perfectly, Janet. No mistakes.
All right, but I need to know exactly what you're expecting from me. How are we going to pull this off?
Here's the plan. We'll start by documenting evidence of her so-called incompetence. You'll need to prepare reports and emails that suggest she's been missing deadlines, mishandling files, or making careless errors.
Fabricating reports. Won't someone check?
Leave that to me. I'll ensure the higher-ups see only what we want them to see. As long as your evidence looks credible, no one will question it.
What about weaknesses? Won't someone step in and defend her?
That's the beauty of it. Most people already think she's struggling. Elizabeth has made sure her reputation is shaky at home, and that negativity has seeped into the office. All we have to do is give them a push.
All right, but what if she tries to defend herself?
We'll discredit her. If she fights back, we'll paint her as unstable and overly emotional. You'll need to mention how she's been acting erratic lately, maybe even suggest she's under too much personal stress to handle the job.
And the timeline? When do you want this done?
We'll start planting seeds tomorrow. First, you'll casually mention to a few colleagues how you've noticed her slipping lately. Keep it subtle, but persistent. Let the gossip spread naturally.
And after that?
By next week, I'll call a meeting with the department head. That's when you'll present your evidence. I'll back you up with additional reports, and together, we'll make it impossible for them to ignore the claims.
What about her reaction? She's not just going to sit there and take it.
That's the best part. Elizabeth wants her humiliated, so we'll confront her publicly. The department meeting will be the perfect stage. If she argues, we'll use her emotional outburst to further our case.
And after she's out?
Then we walk away clean. Elizabeth gets what she wants, you get your promotion, and I get my cut. Everyone wins. Except Hannah.
Fine. But I want my upfront payment now. I won't take all the risk without assurance.
Of course. Elizabeth made sure you'd be motivated. Advance payment transferred to your account. Confirm it.
It's confirmed. That's a good job then.
Yeah.
All right, Matthew. I'm in.
Janet? What are you doing in my office?
Oh, Hannah. Good morning. I was just, looking for that budget report you worked on last week. Matthew said you had a copy, and he needed it urgently.
The budget report. I thought Matthew already had that file.
Well, he must have misplaced it. You know how chaotic things can get around here sometimes. I didn't want to bother you, so I thought I'd just check your desk quickly.
Without asking me first? That's not like you, Janet.
I know, and I'm really sorry. I didn't think you'd mind, honestly. I just wanted to save time.
Did you find what you were looking for?
No, nothing here. Maybe I misunderstood Matthew. I'll check with him again.
All right, but next time, Janet, ask before going through my things.
Of course, Hannah. I promise it won't happen again.
Elizabeth. What are you doing here? What am I doing here? The better question is, what are you doing here, Hannah? Sitting in this office, pretending to be some career woman, while your home is in shambles. Excuse me? I'm here because this is my job. I have responsibilities. Responsibilities? Your first responsibility is to your husband and your home, not to some desk job. You abandoned your matrimonial home, Hannah. What kind of wife does that? I didn't abandon anything, Elizabeth. I left because I was being treated unfairly, by you and by Daniel. Oh, so now you're the victim? Is that what you're telling everyone here? Poor Hannah, the martyr of the family? I'm not playing the victim. I'm standing up for myself because no one else will. A good wife doesn't stand up for herself against her husband or his family. She submits, she compromises, and she puts her home first. And what about respect, Elizabeth? What about being treated like a human being? I've given everything to that home, and all I got in return was humiliation and rejection. Maybe if you weren't so focused on this job, things would be different. You've made your choice clear, Hannah. Your career means more to you than your marriage. Keep telling yourself that, Hannah. But don't forget, This job won't keep you warm at night, and it certainly won't save your marriage. My marriage doesn't need saving. It needs honesty, respect, and boundaries. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have work to do. Work all you want, Hannah. But don't say I didn't warn you when you lose everything. Have a nice day. Jennifer? What's wrong? I should be asking you that, Hannah. I overheard everything. It's nothing. Just my mother-in-law, being herself. Hannah, that wasn't nothing. The way she spoke to you, it was cruel. And it's clear she's trying to break your spirit. She's been like this ever since I married her son. I don't even know what I did to make her hate me so much. Hannah, this isn't just about what you did or didn't do. This feels deeper. More intentional. Listen, I'm not one to jump to conclusions, but the way she spoke, the bitterness in her tone, it's more than just family drama. I think there's a spiritual side to this. A spiritual side? Yes. This isn't just a clash of personalities. It's like she's deliberately trying to destroy you, your peace, your confidence, your marriage. You need to start praying seriously, Hannah. Then you need to pray differently. Not just casual prayers, but warfare prayers. Ask God to expose every hidden agenda against you and protect you from every plan of the enemy. Start by asking for strength and clarity. Then pray for your home, your marriage, and your job. And don't forget to cover yourself in God's protection every single day. Would you help me start that prayer tonight? In your place. Fine. You may come over when you are ready. Thank you so much, Jennifer. It's my pleasure.
Have a sit, Hannah.
Thank you, sir.
Hannah, I've called to discuss a matter that's been brought to my attention. I've received some troubling reports about you. Allegations regarding your performance and conduct at work.
Reports about me? Sir, I don't understand. What kind of allegations?
Allegations of incompetence, missed deadlines, and even dishonesty. Naturally, I was taken aback, because these claims don't align with the professional I've come to know.
Sir, I assure you, none of that is true. I've always given my best.
I know, Hannah. That's why I didn't act on these claims immediately. Instead, I set up a quiet investigation to uncover the truth.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate your trust.
During this investigation, I discovered something alarming. The source of these allegations appears to be tied to someone outside of this company, your mother-in-law.
My mother-in-law.
I can imagine how difficult this must be for you, Hannah. But I want you to know that I won't tolerate such schemes in this company. I've already begun addressing the situation with those involved.
Thanks, sir.
You've always been a valuable employee, and I believe in fairness. However, I'd advise you to take extra precautions in your personal and professional life moving forward.
I will, sir. Thank you again for your support.
You're welcome, Hannah. Focus on your work and keep doing what you do best. We'll handle the rest.
Matthew, I'm beginning to think I made a mistake trusting you. You promised me results, yet here we are. Hannah is still in that office, and nothing has gone according to plan.
Elizabeth, you don't understand. I did everything as we planned. The reports were fabricated, Janet backed me up, and the rumors were spreading. It should have worked.
Should have. Matthew, I don't pay for should have. I pay for results. How did everything fall apart?
The CEO got involved. He didn't just act on the reports, he started investigating quietly. I didn't expect him to dig so deep, and now he knows the truth.
You fool. You should have been more careful. I warned you to cover every detail. Now, not only is Hannah still there, but the CEO might be on to us.
I couldn't have predicted this. The CEO trusts her more than I thought. And Janet. She's starting to crack. She's afraid of being exposed.
Janet is irrelevant. You were supposed to handle this, Matthew. Now look at the mess you've made.
Elizabeth, give me another chance. I'll figure out another way to push her out.
No, Matthew. I can't keep cleaning up after your mistakes. If you can't deliver, I'll find someone who can.
Elizabeth, please. Just give me a little more time. I'll make this right.
You have one last chance, Matthew. Fix this, or don't bother coming back to me. Besides, you would refund the money I gave to you in block, should you fail to give me what I want. No mercy.
Mother, it's been months. Hannah hasn't come back. I think I've made a mistake.
A mistake? What are you talking about, Daniel? She left on her own. If she can abandon her home so easily, why are you worrying about her?
That's just it, Mother. She didn't abandon the house. She left because of everything happening here, because of how she was treated.
Oh, so now you're blaming me? After all I've done for you and this family? Daniel, don't let her poison your mind. She's the one who walked away.
No, Mother. I've been thinking about it, and I've realized I let her down. I didn't stand by her when she needed me the most.
Don't be ridiculous, Daniel. She's just trying to manipulate you. If she truly loved you, she would have stayed and fought for this marriage.
Love isn't about fighting alone, Mother. It's about mutual respect and support. And I didn't give her that.
So, what now? You were going to run after her, beg her to come back? You'll look weak, Daniel. A man doesn't chase after a woman who disrespects his family.
No, Mother. A real man takes responsibility for his mistakes. And that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Daniel, don't you dare. If you leave now, you'll be choosing her over your own blood.
I'm not choosing sides, Mother. I'm doing what's right. If you can't see that, then that's on you.
Daniel, if you walk out that door...
If I walk out that door, it's because I want my wife back.